Okay, I'm changing out my lower ball joint, and I happen to go to O'Reilly's to rent this kit right here. It's a ball joint, U-joint press set, and this was like $150. So it comes just like that in a black case. And that's what it looks like right here. Open it up. Comes just like that right there. And you got these smaller pieces like that. Well, you got this right here. And this attaches inside of this right here to where you can press the lower ball joint out. And you got these different sizes right here. Actually, I never have. It's been a while since I used one of these, so I'm having to learn how to do it all over again. So $150. I'm able to rent this for like 48 hours. So I just have to learn how to use it again. So okay, I went ahead and I got my parts here. Here's my lower ball joint right here, and it's the kind that you don't have to grease right here. Okay, I got two. So here's the second one. So instead of changing out one side, since I've got the kit that I need to press it out, and I can rent it for 48 hours, I'm going to go ahead and change out both sides. So it's got my cotter pin in there, got my ring in there, and my nut and everything on there. So everything is fully included. So okay, today I'll be pulling off my lower ball joint on this side. I have some rubbing going on. So I think that's what it is. So I got all my supplies right here. Got my impact driver and I got my tools over there. So first thing that I need to do is pull off this center cap right here. And there's a 30mm axle nut. I need to loosen that nut before I raise up the wheel off the ground right here. And then take off the lug nuts, which is 19mm, and then I can jack the car up, and then after that I'll be pulling the wheel off. Okay, this I got this hooked up here. Okay, this goes counterclockwise to loosen, and it was already loose there. So alright, I'll go ahead and just loosen that. Then loosen these 19mm nuts on here. Then that way I can jack up the car right here. And then that way I can pull this wheel off right here. Okay, this is a 2-ton jack. And it works pretty good. As long as I got the wheel up off the ground, this should be good enough. Okay, it's ready to come off. Okay. My wheel looks pretty good, so go ahead and set this wheel aside. Then I'll spray this down with some brake cleaner, and then I go on to the next step after that. Okay, here's the tire that came off on the on the driver's side right here. And good thing is that I can tell is I don't have any wear like on the inside the tire, indicating that I have like some damage, or I have a misalignment, anything like that, like a bad tie rod, anything like that. So the pattern on it is pretty good, and that is a good sign that the problem that I have is just a simple problem. It's something simple that needs to be fixed, not nothing really major. Okay, before I do anything, first thing I'm gonna do is get some brake cleaner like this, spray over everything before I loosen anything up. So let's get myself here, spray it like that, spray the caliper like that. Got to be careful with that brake dust. So I let that set for a few minutes, then I come back and get started pulling things off. Okay, when this dries, first thing I'll be doing is this axle's already loose right here, so I'll be coming around here to take off this this nut right here on my tie rod. It's an 18mm nut. Okay, then I come around here and loosen up it's a nut right here for my brake line. It's right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's a 10mm. Take that off. Then next I'll be taking off my stabilizer link right here. I just have to take it off on this side right here. It'll be a 18mm right here. Pull this off right here. I got a pry bar. What I have to do is pry it down at the bottom down here and give it some slack right here, and that way this will pull right off the top. I can pull this aside. Then I come around here to my brake caliper. They take two 12mm bolts, one right here, one right down here. I loosen both of those up, and then I'll take the caliper off. I got a piece of wire down here. I get that piece of wire and hang it up on my strut right here, and place my caliper on that piece of wire and put my caliper out of the way. I'll take my disc pads out right here, put them down right here. That way I have access to the disc right here, and I come right over here to my pinch bolt right here. It takes a 21mm socket right here. I loosen that up right here. Actually, it's on this side right here. The 21mm bolt right here. I take this off after I get everything out of the way. That way I can get a metal pole, put some pressure on the assembly right here, or the knuckle, and this whole thing will slide down and it'll pop, this strut will pop out. So after I guess I'll go ahead and get started with that. That way I'll be able to take the drive axle out right here. Then that way I can get to the lower ball joint right there at the bottom. Okay, I got my wire pliers right here, pulling off the cotter pin right here. Okay, there it went. Now I need to get a 18mm and pull this nut off right here. Okay, I got the 18mm socket right here, and it's coming off right here. Okay, I have to put the camera down to pull the rest of it off right here. Okay, I got this nut loose right here. Okay, I just put that to the side right there. Now I just need to get a hammer and try to knock this loose right here. Okay, I'm gonna have to get my other two in order to pull it off. Okay, this tie rod wants to be a little stubborn, so I have to get my tie rod tool out to get it. So here it takes a 19mm right here. So you turn it that way, like that, and it should bust it. knock it loose right here. There it goes. Alright. Alright, it came loose, so go ahead and take this nut back off the bottom. Right here. Let's take this off right here. Put it off to the side right here. Put this nut back on it. And go to the next step. Yeah, I'm taking off my stabilizer link right here. It's got a nut on this side. It's an 18 millimeter right here. And in order to get it off, I got my pry bar down right here. Okay, and I'm trying to angle it to where I can, when I get the nut off, I'm gonna have to push down on this pry bar in order to take the pressure off of it, and it'll pull off at the top right here. So once I get this loose, then like that, take the nut off right here, then I have to use this pry bar right here to get the rest of it off right here. So I have to put this camera down in order to do it. Okay, I got this nut loose right here. I also have a lock washer on the side to help it from coming loose right here. So okay, I got those off right here. So what I have to do is I got my pry bar right here. I'm having to push down on it in order to pull it out at the top right there. So see if I can do it. Okay. I can't do it and hold the camera at the same time, so I'm going to have to put the camera down in order to do it. And that might be the next thing I need to change is my stabilizer link right here, because this one seems to be pretty good, but this boot down here at the bottom seems to be a little loose. So might be time to change those out. So see how loose that boot is. Doesn't look good. And I just had these changed about 5 years ago, so I might need to do that next after I finish changing out this lower ball joint. And next I got my 10 millimeter bolt right here that's holding up this brake line right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I got it on there. I'm trying to loosen it right here. Yeah, see if that'll come out right there. And almost got it. All right, there it goes. So I'll go ahead and put this bolt over to the side right here. Put it down right there. Okay, this is in the way right here, so what I need to do is move this out of the way. I got my tie rod out of the way. Move this out of the way right here. Kind of loud in the background. So the next thing I need to do is pull off my caliper right here. And when I pull my caliper off, I can hang it on my wire that I got right here and hang it out of the way. That way I'll be able to get to my pinch bolt right here on this side right here. So I'll just move on to the next step. Okay, next I got these 12 millimeter bolts right here. See if I can. See if I can get it right here. Okay. Kind of have to. It's kind of tough right here. What I need to do is put the camera down in order to get some better leverage on it. See if I can. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put the camera down in order to break this. So, okay, I got both of them broken right here. Wasn't too hard to do. So, Once I get both of these bolts removed, might be a good idea to pull this one off at the bottom first. Okay, and these are 12 millimeters. Okay, I got my wire hanging up here. That way I can just pull this caliper off and just hang it right there and get it out of the way. So, let's see. Okay, that's one bolt right there. Okay, and here's the second one right here. Okay, I just put these down right here out of the way, and this caliper will come out just like that. And my disc pads are going to fall out. So, let's see if I can get this caliper up and get it on out of the way. So yeah, I got it right there. So what I do is, okay, hang it right there, out of the way, right there. And you pull these two disc pads out. Okay, here's the first one. Put it down like that. Here's the second one right there. Put them both together right there. I got plenty of wear on both of them. So that's good. So, okay, this, I'm going to leave it just like that. I got two 15mm bolts right here for this housing. I'm going to keep them on. This will help when I take this pinch bolt off right here. When I lay the pipe on here, I can use it as leverage when I use the pipe to pull this whole assembly down. So, okay, this is out of the way like I want it right here. So everything looks good. So next I just pull off this pinch bolt right here. Move this out of the way right here. It's a 21mm right here. And then I can pull this nut out right here, get my pipe right here, get some leverage, and this whole assembly will fall down. So let me move on to the next step. Okay, I got my torque bar right here, and I put my 21mm socket right there. Okay, the torque bar give me some leverage, so I just need to loosen this nut right here. See if I got it on there good. And there it goes. So I just need to keep loosening that one. That way, yeah, I can go ahead, but I got to put the camera down in order to do it, but it's loose. So let me go ahead and do that, and I can go ahead and pull it off. Okay, it's got a 21mm, and I've already got it loose on this side, and an 18mm on that side. So I'm holding this side and breaking it. So by holding that side over there, I'm able to use this extension right here and break it. So this is the last nut I have to loosen before I can drop this whole assembly down. And that is after I go down here and take off the nut for my lower ball joint. But let me go ahead and finish this, and then I'll move on to the next step. Yeah, just about got it right here. It's coming on off. Alright, it's loose enough right there. So, here's the pinch bolt. Okay, I just loosen it to that, just about right there, and then I'll get my hammer over here and tap it out. Here, just like that. And now I can go ahead and pull this on off. Okay, it fell down there. Okay, there it goes right there. So I can get my nut over here and go ahead and attach these, put these together. That way I won't lose them. So I need to move on to the next step now. Get this cotter pin off this lower ball joint. Okay, now what I need to do is pull off my cotter pin right here, and then here's the lower ball joint, the nut that goes on it. It's an 18mm. I got my socket right here, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay, I got my collar pin off. It doesn't take 18 millimeter, it takes a 21, and I got my 21 right here. Okay, I sound kind of funny because I'm laying on my side right here, but here's my socket right here, and in order to get this off, I need to put the camera down so I can get better leverage. So let me go ahead and do that, try to get this off. Okay, I got my nut off my lower ball joint, so everything is taken off. So come up here to my axle right here. All I need to do is loosen my axle like so. Go ahead and pull that axle off, that nut off right there. Then that way I can pull this whole assembly down off this strut right here. That way I can go ahead and take this whole spindle off. That way, and I can go ahead and take my ball joint off. Okay, I got my axle nut loose enough, so now I'm ready to push down on this whole spindle right here. But I'm gonna have to get a pipe in order to push down and get the leverage to pull this off the strut assembly right here. I got my pipe right here, my bar, and that's why I'm leaving this assembly on like that. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm leaving it like that so I can have leverage on this side to pull this off, push down on it right here rather. So, okay, what I'm going to have to do is put the camera down, but I got to get the right leverage in order for this whole spindle to come down off this strut right here. Okay, I got the spindle loose from the strut right here. So the next thing I need to do is, as soon as I get this out of this area right here, I pull this forward right here. That way I can pull up on it, and this whole spindle will come out. Okay, got the spindle loose. The strut is out. So now you take your drive shaft out, like so, and pull it aside. And this whole thing will come up if it's going to do it. Kind of bouncing on there like that. Okay, I'm going to have to put the camera down in order to pull it off. So let me do that. Thing is kind of hanging on here like this. So I have to get my rod right here and wedge it down in between there. And I'm tapping it with my hammer. Hoping the whole thing will pop out right there. Again, hoping it'll bust it loose down there. This fork, and it'll come out. Seems like it's wanting to, but I'll just keep working with it and see if I can get it out. So let me go ahead and put this camera down. Okay, this thing is giving me trouble, so the same tool that I use to break my tie rod loose, I'm going to have to do the same thing here to break it since it's on there. So I'm trying to tighten it down, and hopefully it'll pop. Okay, I just have to keep doing it until it pops. So I'll go ahead and put this camera down and keep working on it. Okay, it just popped. So go ahead and pull this off right here. It doesn't make any difference about the ball joint or the lower ball joint, because I put this on the bottom of it right here to hold it, and that was the only way it was going to pop. So I got it off, so it should come right off now. see if I can lift it on up. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the camera down in order to pull it off. So, okay, this lower ball joint is just all tore to pieces. It was definitely gone, and the boot right here is just torn to pieces, and the ring right here came on off. But I got my kit right here. I'm gonna try to go ahead and press it out and put the new one in. Okay, I got my setup here. I got my torque bar on this side right here. So I'm going to try to push up on it right here, and hopefully I can press it out and press the other one in. Okay, I got some PB Blaster right here. I'm using it to help me get this loose right here. So I'm going to put it on there and let it soak in for a few minutes and give it a try again and try to get this lower ball joint pressed out of here. Okay, I got it going. It's coming out on this side right here. This one's kind of stubborn, but I'm going to keep working with it and try to get it on out of there. Okay, I finally got it out. Well, it's a whole lot tougher than I thought, but it popped on out. I got the right leverage, so hopefully I won't have as much trouble getting the new one in, because this was tough. I had to use this one right here, put this right here like this, and I had to put it on top like that, and put that bar right there under it, and I put it under this nut right here, and I guess I got the right leverage and it popped on out. Okay, on to the next step. Try to get the new one in. Okay, here's the new one right here. Trying to hurry up and get this one in. This is the non grease type. I got everything in there. It looks like it's going to rain, so I'm try to hurry up and get this one in there. Okay, this one doesn't have a grease fitting on it, but this is the way that it goes. Goes in just like that. And I don't want to damage the boot. Hopefully I might have to take that off before I get it in there. But I'm going to see if I can get it going and get it on in there before it rains. I want to tell you the difference between the old one and the new one. This one is not moving at all at the bottom. Okay, it's pretty stiff. This one is all busted up and it's moving all over the place. Well, I got my hand holding the camera with one hand and holding this with the other. But this one is all loose. So I done kind of busted it up trying to get it out, but it's just all tore up. So that's the difference between the new one and the old one. Okay, I finally got it pressed in. Getting it out was more difficult than getting it in. It went right in when I tried to press it in. But anyway, I had to pull the boot off in order to get it on there pretty good, which is pretty easy. But I got some grease over here that I plan on packing the boot before I put it back on. So as soon as I get this boot back on, also I got the ring. I got to put the ring on here before I do that. So I got to do those two things, and then when I get that together, I go ahead and go to the next step. Okay, I finally got the boot on there. It took me a little while to get it on there. I packed it full of grease right here, so should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back together. Okay, I got my lower bore joint in, and I put my assembly right here back on the lower control arm down here. Okay, So I got my CV axle inside right here, and right down at the bottom, make sure you put your washer in before you put this nut on right here. That way you won't forget it. So I just got it on here just a little bit right here just to hold it. So I'm getting ready to put everything back together. So it's just the same way you pulled it off. Just put everything back together. Make sure everything's torqued down. And that's pretty much it. So let me go ahead and get everything back together. Okay, I just about got everything back together. And before I let my wheel down, I tested it in the 3 o'clock position and the 9 o'clock position. I didn't have no kind of movement at all. The same thing in the 6 o'clock position and the 12 o'clock position. And again, I didn't have any kind of movement at all, which is good. That's exactly what I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this wheel down and tighten everything up again, and then I'm gonna take it for a test drive. Okay, I'm doing a test run right now, and the car is a whole lot quieter. I don't hear a roaring noise like I did before. So changing out that lower ball joint, it seems to have fixed the problem. Car's a lot quieter. It's steering a lot better. So I've been out riding, I guess, for about 10-15 minutes right now. So everything pretty much sounds normal, and that's basically the way you want it to be. So I can say it's pretty much fixed.